So I had a fever about 102 last night, but I've been laying in bed all day, stayed home sick from school, and I want to get out of my room, go do something, hey, see a movie, that's what I love to do. I had a lot of choices this week. There was Men Who Stare at Goats, which I could have saw with my friend Ian, who's 17 also, but my 16-year-old friend Dan wanted to see The Fourth Kind. And there's also A Christmas Carol, which I want to see, but I don't have enough money this weekend, so I'm unable to see that. So anyways, I saw The Fourth Kind while I was burning up. And all I gotta say is, it wasn't the fever that made me hate this movie. Overall, myself and the audience couldn't stand this film. Many people walked out halfway through it. I don't care if it's based on true events, and people in Alaska, Texas, what the fuck, are unsubscribing from me right now because I'm making fun of stuff that really happened. It's really dear to their heart. Or it's some crazy lady who's in the beginning of this movie and her face is the scariest part of the whole film, is just nuts and killed her own child. Reasons why this horror slash sci-fi slash overall bullshit of a movie sucks so much is because really the atmosphere is what bothered me, but everybody is going to be bothered by nothing happens. Grounded for Life 27 stated in an old video about the Blair Witch sucks. And reasons why it sucked, actually the most important reason was nothing actually happened in the movie. You had to use your imagination. Well, this one, if it's based on true facts, we can't really use our imagination. I mean, that's something actually happened, and if we use our imagination, it might not be true. That worked for the Blair Witch because it was two kids mimicking something that could have been fact-based, so we could just make up what actually happened to them. Can't do it with this movie. But anyways, nothing happens, and like I said, what bothered me the most was the atmosphere. It's just so... The Invisible, like, have you ever seen that movie? It's so crabby. I hate that type of atmosphere. I love that movie Reign Over Me with Adam Sandler and Don Cheadle, but it had that same type of just depression and, oh my god, like, a lot of these horror movies have that type of atmosphere. The Ring, but there's something about those movies that bring it up. Like I said, Reign Over Me had an atmosphere like that, but, you know, Adam Sandler and Don Cheadle made it work for me. Their acting skills were great. And this one, Milla Jovovich really doesn't do that good of a job. Throughout the movie, I kept thinking it was Elizabeth Berkley, you know, the girl from Zack and Miri Make a Porno, who you don't see anything of her skin in that movie with porno in the title. Anyways, in this, I thought that was her throughout the film, and I'm like, okay, it's not her. Anyways, she pulls a Liv Tyler in this movie by whispering every single line and not showing emotion when emotional things are occurring around her. Like when her neighbors call and the guy's about to shoot his wife and they need her help. She goes, okay, I'll be over there in a while. You know, things like that really did bug me. You know, the acting skills were poor. Will Patton, whenever I saw his face, he played the serious sheriff who just couldn't take anything seriously. Really just, he was Will Patton. I couldn't see anything in his character except whenever I see him in movies, it's just the guy from Remember the Titans. Will Patton. Yeah. And, you know, the other actors, the kids don't do that good of a job. The boy is an annoying little brat. He's really cliched, you know. I'm going to give stuff away in this trailer because you don't really have to see this movie this weekend or at all. I don't ever want to see it again. But the father dies in the beginning, and really he's just a little bitch throughout the film. And then the little girl, she's blind after the father was so-called abducted by aliens and anal probed. And she's just weird, and I just really wanted to punch them both in the face. Along with my friend who dragged me to this movie, I did not want to see this at all. But, you know, I haven't seen a movie with him in a while, and really, this was just a mistake. The scares aren't even scary, you know. They show actual so-called clips of these abductions, or what's her name, putting people to sleep, or hypnotizing them. I'm serious. Throughout the film, she's like, okay, you're gonna go to sleep in 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, something is happening, but I can't tell you what it is. I'm going to build up your suspension, but nothing's actually going to happen at the end of this film. Nothing does happen. This whole movie is a bunch of, like I said, bullshit. And the director of this film is a cunthole. Anyways, 1 out of 5 stars. The Fourth Kind is a must-not-see this weekend. See A Christmas Carol. See Men Who Stare at Goats, even though it has 58% on Rotten Tomatoes. Don't see The Fourth Kind. 18% on Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes was right. Again, they're on a pretty good streak for me. Don't see this movie, and have a good holiday.